Greetings, it's your book midwife. We're continuing the series about neurodivergence and creativity, and I've been having some great conversations with people and lots of interaction around this, so I hope that you too are interested in this topic. One of the things that I wrote in my original post was that my son mentioned that I couldn't be autistic because I had so much empathy, and so I had a comment from a good friend on that, and also talked with some other folks, did a little research, and often in women who, especially women who haven't been diagnosed until later in life, they have something called hyper empathy, where you absorb others' emotions like a sponge, which really rang true a lot to me. And also that there was this like time lag in processing traumatic events where sometimes you don't feel it right then, but then later there's like a wave and you experience it and process it. And then there's, of course, the aspect of masking, which is appearing socially adept. So, like, we learn these cues that, we feel this empathic information coming in from someone, and then we have learned the things that we should or could say in response that would be socially acceptable. So that was something I wanted to talk about. And also, I had seen a study and I looked back. There's neuroscientific research that backs this up, that readers, avid readers, especially of fiction, which I have been for my whole life, reading fiction cultivates empathy. It's like a workout for those parts of the brain, like a brain workout in your empathy muscles, so to speak. It's not really muscles, but that reading can really boost our empathy. And so I wanted to just say that empathy is key in creativity, especially in things like writing fiction or plays or screenplays or other things where you're creating believable characters, because when you have that empathy, you can write about characters that aren't extremely similar to you, but you can get inside their emotions, their psyche, by having empathy. And I think reading is a way that a lot of us have cultivated that. A lot of fiction writers are fiction readers first, right? So I think that kind of plays into it as well. I also wanted to mention that when I was talking with my daughter and her husband about this some more on a walk that we took, that we talked a little bit about the empathy thing, but then they were like, yeah, but actually this is more about how you learn, which really piqued my interest, because it's always been like this, there's like the introvert extrovert thing, and people are like, well, yeah, I love hanging out with people, but it's like, it's not about loving hanging out with people, it's about how do you recharge your energy. So this little piece of, this neurodivergent thing being about how you learn intrigues me, and I'm gonna like look into that a little more and maybe talk about it later. All right, so please comment below with your questions, feedback, continuing the conversation. And if you're interested, I have spots available in 2 in-person retreats. These are transformational writing retreats, but they are really about creativity and spirituality and expanding our own creative powers. So if you're interested in those, they're both in person. I have one coming up in April. That's a weekend one here in Maine. And then I have my 6th annual summer retreat at the end of July, which is further up the coast in Maine. And that's like a luxurious, beautiful retreat. So let me know if you'd like to know more. You can also go to my website, nikkistarcatshales.com, and look under retreats. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.